y'all, I am Angela, and over the last couple of weeks I did a writing challenge, I guess, where I tried to generate 3 ideas for stories a day and write those down every day for a week, and it was pretty much a complete failure. It's a little dramatic. It was not particularly successful. I got 3 days in and then did another day, and then did sort of like a wrap-up defeat thing. But that said, I still had a lot of fun and I feel like I learned a lot. So I'm gonna show you that journey and then talk a little about it at the end.
This is actually the second day I'm doing this challenge, and I had been hoping that I was actually going to start maybe this morning, because I'm sort of a morning person, so maybe get 1 or 2 in before work, and I definitely haven't. I was also supposed to start this on Sunday, and the first day I did it was Tuesday. So yeah, things are going, but definitely slowly. But I was watching a YouTube video and I had an idea that I was like actually excited about, and I don't know if it would actually be a good story or not, but we'll see how the other 2 ideas go today. But one of the things that I have really liked about this so far is, right, the committing to a thing means that you kind of have to do it, and so far that's been working for me. So yeah, I have in my little notebook, which I'm taking with me to work every day. I'm doing it. We're on the 2nd day. So yeah, we shall see. It's day 3. It's Thursday, and I just got home, and I have done 1 story idea. I went out and I got an idea while I was there, but then the rest of the page is just like staring at me. So we'll see. I'm really tired. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna do it. I think these are gonna be real rough. I mean, some of them are already. Like, I think the first day, you ready for this? The first day included, it's like that What a Beautiful Wedding song, except the bride is a werewolf. So that's the caliber that we're going with here. But I think it's a worthwhile exercise. But I feel like I do have a few ideas that are just always there, just chilling in the back of my mind. And I'm like, do those count? Do those, they're not even ideas. They're like 3 nouns. Do those 3 nouns count? But I need to get ready for bed, and I need to figure out sort of the plan for the weekend. So maybe I'll do those, and then if we haven't come up with anything, it's just gonna be like Girl in Tomb. It's just like I knew this was gonna be hard, but it's gonna be really hard. And this is gonna start overlapping because it's almost February, which this is my fault. If I'd done this when I was supposed to, this wouldn't be happening. But I'm also gonna start having to write every day. I'm supposed to be doing this anyway. I'm a writer. This is fun. I like this. This is enjoyable. I'm gonna keep telling myself that. That What a Beautiful Wedding song. But the groom is a werewolf. Does it make sense? Not really. So I'm coming back to the idea generation thing where I was supposed to be doing this every day for a week. And the last time I did this was, let's see, Monday the 3rd of February, and today is Thursday the 13th of February. So it's safe to say that this didn't really work in the way that one might hope it would, which is fine, and we're gonna get into in a bit. But for now, I do want to finish this off doing something. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna spend I was hoping for an hour, but I probably realistically have maybe 40 minutes. I'm gonna do some world building for a bit instead. It's for something that I've been working on a little bit already, but maybe I've got 500 words worth of notes. I'm gonna be handwriting, I think, today though. So we got some paper, which I'm sure I'll lose. That's the spirit. I've got some paper, which I will then responsibly put somewhere because we are in the solutions business. I feel like that actually went pretty well. I've got 3 sheets that are about this amount of full based on sort of the 3 different, areas, people, something that I want to do. And I actually went from that into research, which could be considered procrastination, and but it really, no. It didn't feel that way because it felt like I was actually empowered to do research, which is a thing that I'm pretty intimidated by. The door just slammed. It was exciting, it was fun. It wasn't a ton of time. So yeah, figuring out that sustainability piece and that time piece is still really important. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I think that, I mean, I'll talk about it more later, but while this has objectively sort of been a failure, I feel like it's also been kind of successful in that I feel like it's been empowering and I feel like it's been fun, and that is useful.
So basically, in doing this project, I wanted to reframe for myself this idea that I'm bad at generating ideas, or that that's a thing that I can't do. And I do think this was helpful for that. Basically, I got a few days in, and then I got really busy and overwhelmed, and there was a lot happening, and I sort of dropped it. But I think that overall it was useful. Most of the ideas that I generated were objectively bad, but I do think that it forced me sort of out of my comfort zone. The biggest thing that I got out of it was a sense that I really do need a better system for recording ideas. I mostly used that yellow notebook during this project, and it seems like it would be a good idea, but I never have the notebook with me, and I don't really want to carry it around, which then would mean that the logical thing is some sort of system on my phone, but I hate writing on my phone, so I'm sort of in limbo on that still, I think. But overall, definitely the thing that I got the most out of this was a need to develop some sort of system. The other thing that I really got out of this was that while, as I said, I feel like most of the ideas were pretty bad, I was thinking more and doing more ideas than I sort of had generally. And because right now I'm in this sort of transition process where I finished my first draft for my first book in December, and now I'm letting that like sit for a couple of months before I come back to it. In the interim, I'm doing some short fiction and things, which means I need a variety of ideas. And so this has been useful for that, in that I'm not sure that the stuff that I'm doing right now, where I'm working towards short fiction and writing every day, would be possible if I hadn't done an exercise like this first. The biggest takeaway for me outside of logistics and sort of what did I learn was definitely feeling more empowered to world build and to be working sort of piecemeal on larger projects. So I have a couple of ideas for what would be novels in the back of my head that are still not really fleshed out at all, and I'm very intimidated by, but doing this exercise really helped me feel less intimidated by writing down ideas, and I guess more free to sort of play with that space, because a lot of what intimidates me about world building is being like, oh, I don't know, like if this is accurate or if this will work, and having to write down often terrible story ideas helped me feel better taking risks in that world building, because it's obscenely low stakes. Like, this is so early in the project that there's literally no stakes at all. And so I think that this was helpful for reframing that. Overall, I don't think I'm going to do this again, mostly because I think that really what it opened my eyes to was the need to have just better recording systems and a daily writing habit. One of those things I'm working on right now. But overall, I had a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it. And I definitely think it was a worthwhile experiment, even if I did kind of immediately fall on my face. But you know, it happens. And I think that being okay with trying and failing things is important. Let me know in the comments if you've ever done something like this, or you would. Are you one of those writers that just has like a gazillion ideas and you don't have enough time to write them? Or are you more where I am, where often you're sort of struggling to come up with ideas, right? Happy writing, loves. Bye.